Hey guys, it's Lizzie. So sorry the last stream ended. It got super disconnected, but I need to post to my Twitter and Facebook right now. I am doing this live stream just, well, to say that I'm alive because I was gone for so long, but I'm actually turning 25 in, I think, a week or 2 weeks, and you're back. Yeah. My roommates I'm living with now, they're gaming right now, and so they're using a lot of the Wi-Fi bandwidth. But okay, I was thinking recently, I think I was doing makeup or something, but OMG, you're old. I know, because I look so young. That's what's crazy. But I was doing my makeup earlier, and I hadn't done makeup in like 8 days or something, but I was doing makeup to film. And I was thinking how much I've changed since my early 20s to late 20s. Like everything has changed diametrically, and I might make a whole video on growing up and just how it's affected me. But I would say when I was younger, I had a very like lively, fun attitude about everything. Like I was not serious about anything in life. I didn't want to be in a relationship. It was all about fun, bright colors, going out. Not like going out, but I always wanted to be with friends, going out and doing things. You don't need makeup, but if you like it, yeah, I like I do like, but a lot of times I go without. But I feel like, so I was 2021 in college, and so even after college, I feel like with my friends, we were constantly going on trips, going hiking, beach, like going out places, and restaurants, bars sometimes as well. And now that I am older, I feel like I'm super homebody. Like I never want to leave the apartment. I always want to just stay home and work. And what else? Makeup is a huge difference. I feel like I don't care about how I look anymore. When I was younger, I was actually just talking to my best friend. Sorry guys, I'm tweeting out. I was just talking about my best friend who I'm living with now about it too. How when we were younger in college, it was so fun getting dressed up for class and going shopping. And my college, especially, I went to Pepperdine. It was like image obsessed. Everyone really cared about how they looked. And so every morning it was so fun getting ready in the morning and full face of makeup and outfit and shopping and all these things. And now that we're both in serious relationships, you're not image obsessed anymore. Like, yes, you care about how you look and you want to look nice, but it's not like this constant pressure. Vanity is a sin. Maybe I was sitting my entire life caring about how I looked, but I'm alive streaming right now. It's kind of a more relaxed. Let's do this. Okay, I streamed preview with button, not now. The Facebook page keeps changing. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, my birthday's not until July 22nd, guys. But okay, so this is my setup this month. Do you guys like it? I filmed a video last night, so it's going to be like this. I really, really love it. So hopefully a lot of my streams are going to be with this setup as well. So this hat is a great example of early 20s versus late 20s. I got this, I think, maybe last summer, but I feel like having really neon, like pop, eyelet lace type things, like my fashion even is changing a lot. Like what I wear to church now is like long skirts and modest clothes. Like I am drawn towards clothes that are less fun and pop than how I used to be. Tati, hi Vincent, hi Marzigo. Yeah. 8:15, 9. Are you manic? I think I was manic yesterday for sure. I don't know if today specifically if I am. Yesterday I was up really late filming until like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So then I definitely slept in today. But I think another thing perspective wise that has changed, I think that you really have a lot of friends when you're younger and you're constantly wanting to meet new people and get to know new people, and you lose friends as you get older. And I don't mean that in a negative sense, like you break up with friends or you stop caring about people, but you have a really small circle of friends from college who you keep up with. And I think that if I was told this in college, like at the end of college, that most of these people I wouldn't talk to in like 3 years, like I would have gotten really offended. But now it's like, when I think of people in my life who I keep up with, it's maybe 7 people. You know what I mean? And those people, like, I go out of my way to like fly to where they are and visit them and stay with them and to keep up. But your friend list majorly shrinks. And I think coming from college, you're constantly meeting new people all the time. And now I'm at a point where if I have to meet a new person, it feels so weird. Like I don't know how to do intro questions to meet new people because I'm so comfortable in my little life with the people in my life, with the people at my church. And I feel like younger 20s, you're constantly meeting new people, like wanting new friends, extroverted. And as you get older and older, you just want to stay at home and like be a stay-at-home mom type thing. I don't know. My friends are similar to this as well, who have gotten older, where we're less into like wanting to go out and wanting to meet people, but just staying home as more. I just finished my freshman year at high school and I can't wait to get out. Okay, you're gonna have so much fun in college though. I only say that because you really helped me out with my ex-girlfriend who was completely manic. Thank you. Oh my gosh, so I helped you break up with her. That's so ridiculous. Hi, Angelica. Angelica, I love the hat. I should have made a list of everything. So I would say definitely looks changed, not wanting to be around as many people, getting closer relationships, that changed. I would say as well, emotionally, I feel like I was not at all serious about relationships when I was in college. It was very much like talking to different people, and I think even my friends, like people would be in relationships, and I did have a couple friends who got married right after college, but I feel like most of us, we got in relationships at the very end of college or after. And now it's kind of like people are just sticking to their relationship and they're not as much wanting to get out and make new friends. And maybe that's part of it as you get older. Maybe people just get tied down in relationships and then they don't want to go out and meet new people. But I've just seen amongst my friends that everyone has really like settled down and just wanted to find one person to be with. And it's less pressure to constantly be going out and meeting new people. Although a lot of my friends have been doing dating apps. Like 2 of my friends who just got married met on Bumble. So people are doing dating apps, I guess, in mid-20s and meeting people. Hello from California. The question should always be, how young are you and not how old are you? Another really big thing that I've noticed is that instead of doing makeup routine, you do skincare routine. And this is the craziest thing that I never thought I would change into, because I remember, so Sephora, if you're a guy, is this huge makeup store that I really love. And so on the Sephora website, they always have makeup skincare as like entire tabs, like makeup, skincare. And I was always so confused how there's that many skincare products. And even fun birthday plans. I'm actually going camping with my friends for my birthday. I was gonna say I might vlog it, but no, I definitely won't. But so I always saw all these skincare products, like anti-wrinkle creams, like all of these things, and I was always like, who would use those? Like, we're so young, why are they marketing them to teenagers? But now I'm at a point where I want more skincare routines. Like, I'm putting sunscreen on my body every day. I care about moisturizing my face rather than makeup, and that's just such, like, it's the hugest contrast as someone who really, really loves makeup and cares so much about how I look, that I feel like in 2 years, it completely changed. And okay, another thing too. So when I was younger, a lot of my friends, we were constantly like dyeing our hair and ombre and highlights. And I've been growing out my natural hair for the past year. And a lot of my friends too, who were always doing like fun hairstyles, we've just gone back to natural. And like a lot of my friends, are you gonna dye your hair again? Probably at some point. But I feel like now I'm really comfortable with this. Like one of my best friends, her hair is like kind of wavy, and kind of messy, and her whole life she would always like straighten it every day and then like sleek for school, but now she's kind of embracing the bigger hair. So I feel like that is a trend I've seen as well. People become more natural with the way they look. Do you think it's more important to go to a Catholic college or university? I should probably make a whole video on this, but a lot of colleges have gone like too liberal, SJW, brainwashing everyone. And I feel like, I mean, it's one thing if you're going into it and you know it's going to be like that, but if I had a child, I would not want to send them to a public university because of that reason. Like, the reason I didn't become like that is because I went to a private Christian school. So for that reason alone, I think it's good to go to a Christian school, but there are amazing campus ministries at public schools. So I think you can totally go to a public school and like remain orthodox in your thinking, but you have to go into it knowing that it would be like that. So something else that I have been experiencing is different kinds of clothes that you want to buy. Like, most of my friends are very much into like workout, cozy clothes. Like, you just want to buy like yoga pants, workout tops, comfy bras, whereas before you're wanting really cute outfits to go out in, and now it's just about being cozy and having lifestyle workout type outfits. I definitely want to go to a Catholic college. Yeah, like I am so, or like a Protestant college, but just like a Christian conservative institution I think is really, really important. Something else is how I spend money. So you are saying you've changed completely. Like, I feel like a totally different person. I think I was thinking about this today as well because I was watching back old videos of when I was like 2017. So literally only 2 years ago. And I feel like my mindset in life has completely changed. I'm also in a Newman Catholic club too. I can't go to Catholic college anymore. I already accepted a state offer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess I would go into it though being prepared that you're gonna be brainwashed. Because I was so naive in how schools are affecting young people, but I've just been hearing from so many people from their experiences at public schools, people who I wasn't expecting to be affected by it, and it just seems like a pandemic. So guys, I'm here. You should join Knights of Columbus. Oh my gosh. So I was at Mass on Sunday at a different church than I normally go to, and there was someone there from Knights of Columbus who recognized me from my YouTube channel, and he's like, oh my gosh, can you help promote like our chapter of the group? So that was interesting. Oh, okay. One other thing about growing up that has super changed, social media. So when I was in college, my group of friends, we were constantly working on our Instagram pages. So we would be like wearing really cute outfits and modeling and doing modeling photo shoots to have cute pictures for Instagram. And it wasn't even like we had YouTube channels, all of us, or anything. It was just for Instagram. And anytime we went to get food, we would be Snapchatting the food, sharing it with everyone. And it was just like the way we use social media, it was all about looks. And I wouldn't say it was completely superficial, but I've noticed with my friends that we've really calmed down. And it's no longer about photographing every situation and image in every situation. And again, I don't think any of us were superficial, and we genuinely, like, we were friends and just having a good time. But now I'm at a point where I hate Instagram. Like, I pretty much ditched my Instagram, which I super need to go back to it. But I literally, like, don't enjoy doing, like, modeling photo shoots anymore. David, God bless. Thank you so much for the donation. Do you have the Lottate app? Definitely. I would say something else that has really changed in the past 2 to 3 years is my belief system. I think that I used to be and this is not at all with me becoming Catholic. I mean, it's part of it, but it's caused by this. When I was younger, I was constantly changing my belief on things, like doubting God's existence. Is Christianity true? Is Christianity not true? And just constantly like going back on beliefs. And I remember my dad told me when I was a sophomore in college, he's like, Liz, eventually I got to a point where I accepted that Christianity was true and I stopped questioning it all the time. And I was shocked, and I was like, that's not intellectually honest. You have to be constantly doubting your beliefs. But now I've gotten to a point where I know what I believe and I know why I believe it. And obviously, if I come across new information, I can change my beliefs. But I feel like I've been through enough classes and books and discussions, interacted with enough people to where I'm pretty set on what I believe, and it would take a lot to change my mind. Another thing regarding beliefs is I've become more conservative politically. And everyone says this will happen as you get older, that when you're young, you're so, you have like all this vision as a liberal and you want to change the world and change the country. And then as you get older, you just care about money. I don't know. I don't think I just care about money, but I've just been noticing since early college to now, I used to be a socialist. I used to even like the idea of communism. I was very, very liberal economically, socially. And as I've gotten older, I've just become more and more conservative. And I think a lot of people would still view me as liberal compared to them. I mean, I don't know what you guys are politically, but just especially within the past few years, it's just been like complete like change politically that I never ever expected to happen. So I think those are some of the basic 25 things that I've been thinking over the past few. You changed my view on abortion. When did I change your view on abortion? I feel like I never talk about abortion. I'm uploading 2 abortion videos in the next week. I did an in-depth interview with Catherine Hadro, who's the EWTN host of Pro Life Weekly, and then I made a video talking about abortion as well. So, oh, it was in a live stream? Oh, okay. I'm so happy because I'm so gentle with talking about that topic. So I'm glad that I talked about it in a live stream, and I hope you understand. That makes me so happy. I would say that I've become more into travel as I've gotten older, and I think part of that is just with my YouTube channel. I have the freedom to travel, but I think most of my friends did study abroad in college, and so they traveled all throughout Europe and kind of got the traveling out of them, but I was the opposite, where I didn't study abroad. And so now I have like the millennial travel wanderlust type thing going on. So I feel like that's just a millennial thing and probably will increase as you get older, right? I feel like millennials, up until probably even when we're married and have kids, we just want to travel more and more. And so as we get older and get more money, we're going to travel more. I feel like that's what it is. Oh, something else that really has changed is I've become more business minded. I used to hate any kind of business email. I hated finances. Now I'm at a point where I love reaching out to companies. I love negotiating. I love talking money. I just feel like I used to hate email so much. I was so immature. I like refused to email people for business things for my YouTube channel, and now I love business emails. I love that side of my channel, and I have like my taxes figured out. I love doing my taxes. Recently, I was on the phone with my mom for an hour today about my health insurance. So can you pray that I can discuss and explain Catholicism to my Protestant friends properly and in a gentle way that works with them? I'm actually making a video about that really soon on how to bring Protestant friends to Mass. And I think my number one thing is to just not be sensitive. And I talk about this at events, and people like literally ask during Q&A, like, how do you not be sensitive when people like make fun of Catholicism? And I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. But I think because I came from the perspective of hating it so much, I understand the mindset. But that's my number one thing. Like, you just need to get over it and not be sensitive and not let it affect you. If people are constantly being like, you're worshiping idols, Mary has way too much emphasis, why are you worshiping the Pope? All of these things, like, you hate the Bible, you're a heretic, I don't know, all the things that people say. But an example, one of my friends in RCIA made people in her RCIA cry. There were cradle Catholics who just like wanted to be hanging out in the RCIA Bible class, and she literally made them cry because she was just talking about how she was struggling with the emphasis on Mary, and people cried. And I think it's great that people feel really emotionally attached to Mary and she's their mom, and like, why would you say something against my mom? Like, obviously you're gonna get angry and emotional, but when you're in a situation with a non-Catholic, you have to control your emotions and kind of turn them off for the conversation. And I know a lot of people, maybe that doesn't come naturally, but I guess it does for me with turning off emotions, because I've had so many experiences with friends coming to mass and they've literally referred to it as an idol. Like, oh, that was worshiping Mary, like that's an idol, like just really basic, you know, stereotypes about Catholicism. And I've been really chill. And you know, sometimes you don't get to explain your position, sometimes you do, but remaining chill throughout all of it is the most important thing, because people are animals and we remember how people make us feel more than what they say. And if you make them depending on how you make them feel, they will actually listen to what you have to say. So that's my number one thing, just remain calm and explain things. So, oh, sorry guys. I turned the camera around. I'm being reflected on everything what you are saying, but I think it's wrong because I have 21. Yeah, give yourself like a few more years and then you'll super relate to this. I feel like God is calling me to become a priest, but I don't know if I can give up life so that I can live for God. I want to give him everything, but I don't know if I can. I don't know. I think it's really, really amazing that you are discerning. I would become a priest if I was a guy, like 100% I would want to. So I think it's really, really cool that you would have the opportunity to be a father to everyone. I think that's so cool. Like, my priest is the most like life-changing person in my life, you know, with helping me convert. And so I think it'd be amazing to be a spiritual leader for everyone. Thank you. I look forward to that. Yeah, that video. What I have noticed with my friends is more people are getting piercings and tattoos as we get older. I got this with my best friend and then two of my other friends as well. So I feel like people are becoming more open about like permanent things on the body. And what else? I feel like those were like kind of like personality surfacey things are the biggest things that I noticed. Oh, I would say with working out, I would say yes, health is becoming much more of a thing. So I did sports all of growing up and I've always been really into health. But in college, everyone gets to a point where they're like so busy with classes and stuff and friends that they don't work out. So at the end of college, when I was like 20, I started working out every day. And after college, I've been getting more and more and more into fitness and health. It's absurd. Like, I don't have hobbies anymore. That's another thing. You stop having hobbies and interests as much, and you just have work and social life. And maybe it's because my work is my entire life. I don't really have time for hobbies, but I love working out and cooking. Those are like the best things in the world, and cleaning as well. Getting so obsessed with cleaning. Lizzie, I'm so warm right. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. We need to hide user on this channel forever. Sorry guys. I think that no one's gonna see that now that I deleted this person permanently from. Hi Lizzie. Hi Anna. So the whole homebody thing, and I actually think this might be a female thing. I don't know, but I am very dominant and like my interest masculine. I'm very like go go go, get things done, and I've never really been a relationship girl. But since mid-20s, I just have really become a homebody. Like, I just want to be home all the time. I want to clean, I want to cook, I want to take care of people, I want children. And I feel like that's something that a few years ago, if I'd known this about myself, I would have thought I was so lame and been so confused how I could have so much fun just being home. And like cleaning is the most fun thing for me. And I think part of it is when you start paying rent and everything, you kind of take ownership of your space, and so you feel more like attentive to taking care of it. But yeah, just having so much fun doing different types of cleaning. Like, I have so many conversations with people about new cleaning supplies I find, and I like gift, like this past Christmas I gifted people cleaning things. And one of my friends who just had a baby, I gave her like these microfiber cleaning cloths, and I visited her again after Christmas, like recently, and she was like, oh my gosh Liz, I've been using these all the time, like they're the most amazing thing, like I love cleaning. So as we're getting older, we're getting so into like house making type skills. Have you heard of Rippinger? He is very traditional, but his talks are life-changing. Hi Lizzie. Hi Liddy. How many children do you want to have? I've always wanted to have at least 4 kids. I've always said I wanted to have like 2 biological and adopt 2, but when you're Catholic, you just view children as an intrinsically positive thing and the natural result of marriage. So it's not like how many kids do I want to have, but if I get married, if I have vocation of marriage, we're going to have children. That's part of sex. It's part of marriage. And God will give us children, kind of thing. So planning out children isn't very Catholic, right? I love Myers spray for cleaning. My favorite cleaning supplies are from Method. I think they're really, really good. It's really late, guys, so I think I'm gonna stream for maybe 20 more minutes, maybe less. I have to leave tomorrow morning for a 4th of July thing. Hi, Liberal Logic, how are you? Method smells good. Yeah. Have you heard of Patrick Coffin? I'm friends with Patrick Coffin. He was recently on the Taylor Marshall show. Did you guys watch it? How is your book coming? I'm also a writer, so if you need a better beta reader, let me know. Also, you better get to writing. I don't have my manuscript right now, so we'll see how that goes. The Gacha editor. Hello, Lizzie. Yeah, homemaking skills. I feel like I've become a lot more friends with my parents rather than daughter, which that kind of started changing mid-college, but now I'm at a point where I'm friends with my parents. It's not just, I don't even know how to explain it. And I know some people have a relationship growing up where they're friends, but what happened with the Mormon missionary video? Oh my gosh. So they backed out and they said that they talked to like their higher up and they're not allowed to make like YouTube videos with people. You have to talk to like higher up about it. So I mean, it kind of makes sense with what I've heard about Mormonism. Like that, I guess, like they have really strict rules about who they're allowed to work with and everything. But yeah, I was so excited. We were gonna like video in the moment, and if we had, it would have been good. But because they talked to their supervisors and they basically said like the state missionary thing, or I don't know, maybe it was national rules, but it was against it. So yeah. I would say other things I've noticed of people in mid-20s, people go away from church, but then people come back to church. So I've seen people are starting to come back to church of people who left the church. But I think that as we get more into late 20s, more and more people are going to be coming back to Christianity. And especially when people have kids, they become more religious again. But I don't know. A lot of people think that millennials are just not going to be religious, but every other generation, it's just when people become less religious and they have kids and are interested. Are you more into DIY? Are you Roman or Eastern Orthodox Catholic? Why, for which one are you? I am a Roman Catholic. Sorry, I haven't been following for a while, but I'm curious as to how often you do Q&A videos. I'm actually up to do one really soon. If you follow my Instagram at LizziesAnswers, that's where I get the questions for my Q&A. So go follow my Instagram, go to my channel homepage if you want a link directly there. How do you feel about Jehovah's Witness? Because they show up at my house every day. Yeah, I used to live next to a Jehovah's Witness church, and it was pretty annoying. I am really good at responding to these types of people. What I oh my gosh, sorry guys, so I just moved and the mover ruined all of my furniture. Like there was just like paint chipping off of this chair and I was like, oh my gosh. What were all these? Oh, Jehovah's Witness. So I'm very direct with how I respond to people. I remember growing up, my mom, they would be like, do you know Jesus Christ? Are you saved? And my parents would get like really offended and annoyed as we're getting ready for church. But I always just respond to people directly and don't get offended. Like when they come to I don't think I've interacted with Jehovah's Witness as much as Mormon, where my parents live in Florida. There's a Mormon church like next to it. And they'll be like, have you heard of Jesus Christ? And I'm like, yes, I am a Christian. Have you read the Book of Mormon? Yes, I've read the Book of Mormon. I am a Christian. And then they leave. They just walk away. So I feel like if you're just direct and treat them with respect and just keep talking about how you are a Christian, then they'll walk away. But I don't know, I have a way of being very like intimidating as well if I want people to leave. So I don't know. Are you coming to San Jose anytime soon? No, but probably because there's a lot of Catholics up there. Is your real name Elizabeth? Yeah, my birth name is Elizabeth. So I've actually been changing to Lizzie in my actual life though, because I go by Liz in my life, but since my personal YouTube life is like completely interconnected now, you read the Book of Mormon, what's it like? So it's in King James type writing, like Old English, and they only have the one translation. I might be wrong on this, but they only have the one translation of like the English. And I hate Shakespearean King James type language. I abhor it. It's horrible. And so I just couldn't get over it. Like, yeah, I just couldn't get into it because of that. So I thought it was horrible. Happy birthday, Lizzie. God bless you. It's actually not until July 22nd, but I'm just reflecting on my life. You can relate to it. Yeah, like in school, I had to buy the No Fear Shakespeare because I just couldn't do it. I know that a lot of people love literature and see the beauty in it, but I just don't. That's just not my personality. Hi, Lizzie. I have a close friend who doesn't believe in God, but I want them to experience him, but I don't know how to go about it. I just pray and pray and pray and pray. And I know that seems very like, oh, I want to like say certain things or do certain things, but prayer is the most powerful thing. And if anyone does change and come to know God, it is because of the Holy Spirit working in them, and maybe the Holy Spirit worked through you. But in 1 Corinthians, Paul is talking about someone who came to become a Christian, and he said, I planted, Apollos watered, but God is making it grow. And so he made it really clear that there's multiple people involved when someone comes to know God, but ultimately it's God who's doing all the work. So we really need to figure out that it's not our own power, and prayer is the most powerful thing you can do. And I experienced this. One of my friends, who we were like best friends in college, but she was not a Christian. I just started praying for her to become a Christian. This was when I wasn't at the college anymore, so we weren't like around each other, but I would just pray every single day. And then like 2 months later, she was baptized and became a Christian, and had like a huge like confessional moment with me of like all these things she felt awful about and wanting to change. So prayer is the most powerful thing. And I mean, I could give so many examples of people who I pray for to know God, and then seeing like these moments of epiphanies happening. And so I should make more videos on prayer, but my experience is that people don't fully take advantage of prayer. Hey Lizzie, I found your bipolar videos to be so incredibly helpful. Just wondering if you're currently on meds, and have you had any experience with Depakote? I'm freaking out about it. I refuse to be on Depakote because it's a very powerful mood stabilizer, similar to lithium. I don't want to be on that strong of a medicine, so I avoid Depakote. But my mood stabilizer is called Lamictal, and I'm on Seroquel, and I recently went on another antipsychotic. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, I'm like philosophically opposed to Depakote just because it's a very, very strong med. So, which might seem contradictory if I'm on antipsychotics, but I mean, everyone's brain is different, but my experience is that the really strong, like first class mood stabilizers are really strong. So I like Lamictal is a anti-seizure, anti-convulsant medication. So the anti-convulsant medication, mood stabilizers are more chill and don't edit down and delete your personality. That's kind of my concern too, actually. Yeah. So my Depakote and lithium avoid if you want a more chill medication. And yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but antipsychotics for some reason don't edit your personality down as much as Viva Spain. How do you respond to people that say Catholicism is evil because of the Crusades? Every single religion is violent. Violence is a human sin problem. It's not from religion. I think it speaks to how powerful religion is, that people use it as a way to be violent. But I mean, actually, my Protestant religion professors explained the Crusades to me, but pretty much everything taught in school about, not everything, but a lot of things about Catholicism are extremely biased, deceit, lies. I mean, the best lies is when you take truth and then you take it completely out of context. But I mean, I probably should make a video series on all of these things, but I cannot answer it in like 20 seconds. Like, I had like a semester class, and we spent like a whole week on the Crusades, and it like convinced me that it was taken out of context in making religion really violent. Hi, Paris. I'm literally turning 25 today. Lizzie, is it your birthday today? July 22nd is my birthday. I share a birthday with Selena Gomez, if you guys care. But she's 2 years older than me. Happy birthday, Jeffrey. That's sweet, guys. So, yeah, I don't really want to get into his church history right now. It's really, really late. Where did you move to? I'm still in California. I just moved to a different city. Selena Gomez is a queen. I'm so glad we agree. I was listening to her old songs today. So, you guys are so sweet. Happy birthday. I think that candles as well. Everyone who's in mid-20s has really gotten into candles. Maybe it's just a millennial thing, but after college, everyone is just, you want, you know? What are you doing up so late? I always work really late because I can work from home and set my own hours. I always wake up around like 10 a.m. and then I work throughout the day, so that's why I'm up. I should probably figure out my sleep schedule though, right? Just to say, Seroquel is stronger than Depakote. I mean, I haven't personally been on Depakote, so obviously, like, I'm not a nurse practitioner, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I have had the experience of being really numbed down on medication, and Seroquel does not do that for me. I would say Seroquel doesn't work at all, and I'm really manic on Seroquel. But everyone's experience with medication is different. Oh, nice. What do you do for work? I do YouTube full time. Where are you? It's just past 5 a.m. Okay, well, I'm on Pacific time, so it's not as late, but yeah, so to wrap up this video so I can go to sleep because I'm traveling tomorrow morning, 25, people become a lot less into image. You care more about health over image, skincare over makeup, cozy clothes, workout clothes over cute clothes. Instead of going out and meeting people all the time, you want to just stick to a core group of friends. People really get into Bumble, dating apps to marry. People want to be serious about someone and not just messing around as much. And what? I would love to do YouTube for work, but I'm kind of ugly. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. No, you're gorgeous. So are we like your therapist or something? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that YouTube is therapy. I would say that YouTube has been therapy for me at certain points, talking about what I've been struggling with. But currently, I'm at a really good point in my life, and so I don't need to use YouTube as therapy. But in the past, for sure. So many people. I've been more into health than beauty since I was 21. Yeah, I don't think I will ever find anyone. Guys, that's so sad. Okay, here's the thing. I've made so many videos on this, and maybe I should make another one. But you have to be happy within yourself and have goals and ambition and joy and hobbies and activities and friends. You have to have your entire life like together and beautiful if you want someone to be attracted to you. You know what I mean? Like if you're just waiting around to have a good life because you're not in a relationship, someone is not going to be attracted to you. And I would say as well, a lot of people meet people through mutual friends or through dating apps. And I really recommend using a dating app to get to know someone and to go on dates and meet people. Two of my friends who were recently married met on a dating app. My other friend who's getting married later in the year also met on a dating app. So I really recommend using dating apps to meet people. I think most people are doing it nowadays, and it's a great way to find other people who want to be in relationships. You have such a good vibe about you. I'm gonna just play the cello. Do you think God loves some of his children less than others? Obviously not. I think we might understand love in the wrong way for asking that question. Lizzie, I went to a Pride event and I met a guy. He's sweet, cute, and nice. What should I do? I've never had a boyfriend. I am against going to Pride events just because I think that they overly sexualize everyone. So I would not go. I only now guys and we are antisocial. It's hard to know who's talking. Yeah, I'm going to ask my dad's friend if he knows a really good one. I really want to do YouTube too. It sounds like it would be a good way to start your career. Yeah. What is good for one is bad for another. Guys, stop commenting so fast. She can't keep up. What's a great way to teach a 4-year-old son to pray? I have never interacted with a 4-year-old I probably have at one point, but I have one friend with a baby who's about to turn 1, so I don't know if a 4-year-old can talk or not. But I would start by doing memorized prayers, like the prayers of the rosary, like the Our Father, the Glory Be, Hail Mary, like you can teach people to pray together. And I think that since Catholicism has so many written prayers, you can use the Laudate app and go to the prayer section and literally like have your kid read the prayers and say the prayer like together out loud. I think that's really good. When my sister and I were really young, I think she was 7, she had like a prayer book and she would read from the prayer book for dinner. We always prayed before dinner, and there were like 7 months where my sister read a prayer every dinner. So I guess like we do transitions of who wants to pray. Teaching the mysteries too. The sign of the cross. Child, pray to the gods. Hi, fans word. I think I became atheist when learning to pray at 4. Yeah, and I think you can just experience the family praying together. Like I know there were a lot of kids at my churches growing up, and everyone would have to we would be having a potluck, everyone would get food and not eat. And so you'd just be sitting down with everyone. You wouldn't be able to play or talk, and you just had to wait to pray. And I think as a kid, having the experience where you have to stop and pause and think of God, even if you don't understand what you're praying about or who the God is, the fact that you're just stopping and prioritizing that, I think is really important. So, kids watch you and they'll do what you do and copy and mimic you. And so just like physically seeing you praying at dinner or praying with your spouse, I think that alone is really powerful. I'm slowly learning to pray in Latin. I'm almost got the Our Father and Hail Mary down. I will keep all your intentions for your son. That's really sweet. My grandma would teach me prayers by saying prayers with me every night before bed. Over time, I could pray the rosary and a few other prayers when I was like 5. Wow. Yeah. And so I guess just saying the prayers with them. I've heard a lot of people where their parents will come pray with them before they go to bed. We never did that in my family. My parents would kiss me goodnight, but I guess we prayed together at dinner. That's so sweet to pray before you go to bed. Hi from California. I'm from California too. Are your parents still Protestant? How did they feel about your conversion? Obviously, they disagree with it diametrically, but we're learning to love each other. Not that we're learning to love. We've always loved each other, but we're learning to accept each other more. That's what I mean. I've heard that the Bible and prayers is just objectively better in Spanish. I've heard that it has a lot more depth and everything to it. Thanks, I haven't seen it yet. Anyways, guys, it's really late. I think I got to talk a lot in this video about growing up and getting older. I might make a whole video about my experiences and changes in life through the years. I would say I'm definitely more relaxed and at peace than I used to be. I would, maybe part of this is like being medicated for bipolar and stuff, but I would literally cry every day when I was like in my early 20s, like in college and stuff, end of my teens. So I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm really peaceful and I accept my diagnosis and I want to be medicated and I want to have a normal life, you know? So I think I've really calmed down and I've been more at peace and I'm not broken anymore. I used to cry like every day. So even after I was medicated and diagnosed, I would just cry every day. So now I feel whole and peaceful and not like happy as just like a pleasure, like hedonistic feeling happy, but I just feel at peace, you know? Hola, kissing? What time is it? I don't know. I think it's like 1 a.m. or something. Okay. Night, everyone. Be the hands and feet for God's prayer for all. Unmedicated bipolar makes you cry. Yeah. It's called crying spells. It's part of depression. Okay, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. Bye.